So I'm not a running expert or a running coach, but I am a health and wellness expert. I'm a certified health coach and neuromuscular therapist, and I'm here to share with you what my plans are for training for a 10K. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca, and today I'm going to be starting a series on my training for a 10K. This is something that actually you could follow if you want to run or walk. I am planning on running this one, and I just will first say that I am not a running expert. I am not a running coach. I am just a girl who decided to start running one day and really haven't looked back since. Now, with that being said, I do not still consider myself a runner. I do not run every single day. I do not stress myself out about it. I do not take super long runs. I just run when I can, basically. But now I'm going to be strategic about it so I can actually complete this 10K that I have in about 8 weeks. So in this video today, I'm going to share with you basically why I didn't ever want to become a runner and actually said I would never be a runner, how I started running, and why I continue. Plus, I'm going to share my plan for training. And I will share with you what to expect throughout this series, because I'm going to share a lot of information in different topics in each video to really help you figure out if this is something that you would like to do. And I'm just going to share my experience as someone who is not a runner, but actually ended up enjoying running, and how I'm going to do this in a balanced, sustainable way where I do not hurt myself, where I do not experience pain, and if I do, I know how to treat it, and just to really enjoy it most of all. I think it's awesome to have a goal or something to strive for, but we need to do it in a very realistic and balanced way. We don't go from, sitting on the couch to running a marathon, right? I mean, the whole app Couch to 5K helps you to get from point A to point B with reasonable steps. Now, I am not using that app. I have tried it in the past. I'm just one of those types who I just like doing my own thing. I like to find out what works for me and do that. Trying to stick to a rigorous plan does not really work for me, especially when I have other things going on, and that may not work for you too. So I highly encourage you to explore what truly works for you, and it's okay if it's not the training regime of an Olympic marathon runner, okay? Not a big deal. So first, let's get into why I said I would never become a runner. So basically about, 16, 17 years ago, when I was learning about massage therapy and anatomy and physiology, I learned that running is stress on your joints. And so I said, oh, there we go. My excuse not to ever run. Just stop right there. We don't even care what else we have to say. It's bad on your joints. All right, I ain't doing it. You know what I mean? Because actually, ever since I was a kid, I always hated running. I thought I had asthma once when I was running around a tree. In gym class, they make you run. It's ridiculous, right? But I could never run that mile. I did it, but I hated every second of it. I was always the last kid to get done. When we ran outside, it's running around this tree. I remember it was really cold, and I thought I had asthma because I just couldn't breathe. But the truth is, I was just out of shape. So anyway, that was when I was a kid. So I had always hated running anyway. And then when I learned running is bad for your knees, I'm okay, I'm definitely not doing it then, right? But the truth is, yes, running can be bad on your knees. In fact, anything that you can do can be bad on any part of your body. It's all about how you actually take care of it, and what you do in taking care of it is the action that you're taking, the rest and recovery that you're taking, nutrition, sleep, water, all kinds of things, that really play into how well you can recover. So no matter what it is, if it's running or if it's lifting weights or if it's honestly just sitting at your desk doing your work, there's always this risk for injury. And so you have to just be mindful of, what you're doing, how much you're doing, the recovery that you have, also your mindset towards it. That has a big deal to do with it. But anyway, that's why I said I was never going to be a runner, and really I still don't even consider myself a runner. And how I got started running was a few years ago. I was just walking. I love to walk. I've always been a walker. My whole life I have walked from city to city, no joke, and I've just put a lot of miles on these legs. And one day I just had this urge, there's something came over me that was just let's run. And I was okay. So I did, and I was oh, all right, this is cool, because first off, it's something that I didn't think I could ever do, and I did it. Secondly, I just had this desire, and I went with it, and I was okay, I'm listening to my body, listening to my soul, let's run. And so it just kind of happened naturally. But then that was, I think, in like the summer, and then in the fall my daughter had actually joined Girls on the Run, which, if you don't know what that is, it's just a huge organization that focuses on character development, teamwork, all kinds of great things for young girls. And they basically had to train every week to end up running a 5K. And so I went to all of her practices and I helped her. I did the practice 5K, and then her, I, and Chris all ran that 5K together. That was our first 5K that we ever ran. Actually. We had always done walks. We had loved to walk 5Ks and challenge ourselves that way. This was the first time we ever ran one. And so that really started it for me, and then I've done multiple 5Ks since then. And most recently, I did a 5K in July, which actually I will have to take a clip because it's upstairs, but I got the medal that I won from the CABVI 5K this summer. It actually came in the mail because it was like back ordered, and so I got it like a month later. But for so winning, I got first place for running a 5K. And it was the first place female visually impaired runner. So I could have just been the only one, you know? So it's all right, because my timing was like 37 minutes or something. I wasn't trying to go fast, plus I was with Taylor, so I had to keep her pace too. But anyway, it's just like, it's kind of funny to me because like, oh, I won a race, you know, got first place in a run, but I don't think there was much competition in there, to be honest. Like, there were lots of people who went into the race, but not all of them were visually impaired. And in my age group, right? So anyway, but so that was the last 5K that I did. Now I have ran a 10K. I did this in May of last year. So I had worked myself up to a 10K then, but then I just kind of stopped doing those longer distances. And then I worked my way up back up to the 5K that I did in the summer. And since then I've only ran, you know, maybe a mile. I have done better this time around of just trying to maintain at least a 1 mile run. That way I have that endurance and I can do that, so it's not so hard of constantly like stopping and starting, which again is why I think it's important not to like always push yourself to I have to run 3 miles every day or whatever it is, because that's just that really is not good on your joints. Like you'd have to take lots of hours of recovery, and it's not realistic unless like you don't have kids and maybe you don't have a job and you can devote your entire time to fitness. But that's not realistic for me. Fitness is super important to me, but it's not my entire life. It's just part of health, and health is really my life. So anyway, where was I going with this? Okay, so yeah, maintain just like a 1 mile, just to keep myself up. So now I am training for the 10K that's going to be in October. And I'm going to put my schedule up in a minute, and I will show you like my week by week what I'm going to be training. And then each week I will also check in and let you know how it went, what I did, if I switched anything up, and all the good things. So basically I continue to run to maintain the health and endurance benefits of running, and because like it just makes me feel good. Like there is something about that runner's high. It makes me just feel confident and strong, especially when it's something that you never thought that you could do and then you do it. So I continue to do it for that reason and to just challenge myself a little bit. So what I've been doing, like I said, is just running the 1 mile. But this past week I did bump it up and I ran 1.5 miles on Sunday. So my plan going forward is just to slowly increase my mileage each week. And I forgot to mention that I'm doing a 5K in 3 weeks. So that's going to be like, I think I'll still have like 5 weeks before the 10K, but that will get me up to, you know, used to this 3 miles that I will be able to do. And I'm not going to do 3 miles. I'll tell you what my plan is in a second, but anyway, I am doing a 5K as just like a little added motivation and to make sure that I am keeping up with my mileage. So I'm going to share with you now what my plan is for each week. So I'm going to pop up what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm just increasing it each week. So this is my schedule that I'm going to be following when it comes to the actual runs. Now, in addition to doing the actual runs, I'm going to be doing conditioning as well. So right now I'm actually going to 9 Round, which is a 30-minute HIIT kickbox fitness not class, it's a workout at the gym 2 days a week, because actually my gym closed recently and now I'm transferred to their other location, but it's 30 minutes away and just does not work for my schedule to get the 3rd workout in, because I usually do that on the day that I go into the studio and I'm just not going to have enough time to get the workout in and go. So I'm also going to be experimenting with other gyms. So I'm going to supplement that workout with new gym workouts, which I honestly don't know what they're going to be. They're going to be different things like boot camp and lifting weights and such. So I'm going to get anywhere from 3 to 4 days of those conditioning exercises in. Plus, I'm going to be doing yoga once a week, and I am so excited for this because it felt so good. Actually, it was like so good, but also like, oh my gosh, I'm so freaking tight when I did it last week. And that's just to help with flexibility and balance, and then also like centering and grounding. And you know, you can create a plan for you that will work based on your schedule and your lifestyle. Some people like to do like 10 minutes of yoga every day. I like to do just like 1 day a week, and then I can obviously stretch throughout the rest of the week, which I will also be doing. So I will be doing mostly after run stretches because I'll be nice and warm and loosened up, and we'll do just like a little something beforehand to just warm up, which is usually honestly just a walk. I just walk before I run to warm up, and then I stretch after to really lengthen the muscles that I've been using. Also, I am going to be getting regular massages from a massage therapist, and I'm going to be doing self-massage. So I'm really excited to show you all the different things that I'm going to be doing, how I'm incorporating it into my plan, how you can incorporate this into your plan based on your lifestyle, and just sharing with you the progress. And I forgot to mention that for my 5K that I'm doing, it's actually called the Hudy 7K. Oh yeah, that's not a... Yeah, I'm not doing a 5K. What am I thinking? I'm doing a 7K. So the 7K is what I'm doing in a few weeks, and it's going to like jumpstart Oktoberfest. And so I'm really excited to like do the run during the day, and then in the afternoon I'm going to prepare some German dishes, and I'm going to make them healthier versions of German dishes, and then that's going to be kind of like our celebration, because usually it kicks off Oktoberfest, but they're not actually having the Oktoberfest this year. And so we're just going to make it our own, kind of like I did with the Seafood Fest. So if you haven't seen that video and are interested in how I just make the best of a situation and healthify, if that's a word, some dishes to kind of make me feel like I'm at the festival but still just enjoy it at home. So anyway, I hope you stick around and subscribe and stay tuned for this series, because I can't wait to share with you everything that I'm going to be doing and how it works out if I can actually stick to the plan that I've created. And each week, like I said, will be like a different kind of topic or something that I will mention. We're also going to be talking about food. Nutrition is important when it comes to exercise, especially endurance and strength. Really, it's all of it. All of it's important, because sometimes you don't want to eat, sometimes you need to eat, sometimes it's about post. There's a lot to the fitness nutrition, so we're going to go over that as well. We're going to go over self-care, stretching, massage. We're going to go over the actual plan itself, running, all the things. I'm really excited for this series. I hope you are too, so definitely stick around. Comment below and let me know if you are a runner, or if you are like me and not a runner but will run, or if you are like the old me or like, I'm never gonna run. I would love to know what you think about this. Again, you can use the same things that I'm talking about for walking as well, but we're gonna go about running, and I'm going to help you to see that you can do it without hurting your knee, and if your knee does hurt, how to actually treat it and make it better. So I hope you have an awesome day. Thanks for sticking around. Let me share with you my plan for training for this 10K, and I hope you go do something good for yourself, because like I always say, you are number one. Bye.